But the ship was now in the midst of the sea, tossed with the waves. Mark, the ship was in the midst of the sea. And he saw them toiling in rowing, for the wind was contrary. The ship was in the midst of the sea, tossed with the waves. And he saw them toiling in rowing. That actually could go perfectly well, Matthew and Mark. Luke, and it came to pass as he was alone praying. Never mind, that's later. Only John also has the story. And the sea arose by reason of a great wind that blew. Oh wait, no, I forgot. There's a line in 17. And it was now dark. So, and it was now dark, and the sea arose by reason of a great wind that blew. So the setting has to come first. It was now dark. John. And it was now dark. And John continues, and the sea arose by reason of a great wind that blew. But before talking about the sea, we should say the ship was now in the midst of the sea. But the ship was now in the midst of the sea. I don't think that but works here. And it was now dark, but the ship was in the midst of the sea. Yeah, that but doesn't work. I think I can put that before it was now dark. And then use the and. The ship was now in the midst of the sea. Or I could say, but the ship was now in the midst of the sea, and it was dark. Now, I'm going to put dark first because later on it says, in the fourth watch of the night. That's in the middle of the night, or very, very early morning, so it's... Yeah, that's when Jesus is walking on the water, so I have to say it's still dark. So I will put from Matthew only the word but, and then and the ship was in the midst of the sea. But it was now dark, and... Now, Matthew, Mark. The ship was now. The ship was in. So now is Matthew only. But it was now dark. And the ship was... Oh, wait. I can't say now dark, and the ship was now in the midst of the sea. I think I'm just going to combine the now. It'll be Matthew and John. That'll be purple. So it'll read like it is in Mark. And the ship was in the midst of the sea. So continue right where we left off. In the midst of the sea. Matthew continues, tossed with the waves, for the wind was contrary. Mark has, and he saw them toiling in rowing. John, and the sea arose by reason of a great wind that blew. Okay, that actually has to come before the ship was tossed with the waves. Yeah, I have to put the sea arose first, then say the ship was now in the midst of the sea. Yeah, I have to do that. And the sea arose by reason of a great wind that blew. Oh, I need another and. Yeah, I need another and. You know what? I'm just going to have to put the and from the beginning of this sentence at the end here. And then the and at the beginning of this sentence will be the one that would have been at the beginning of the sentence before. So this and I grabbed from here, came right before and then this and I grabbed from here. That would have been and it was now dark. So I'm moving the ands over just so that the sentence will continue. But it was now dark, and the sea arose by reason of a great wind that blew, and the ship was in the midst of the sea, tossed with the waves. For the wind was contrary. Mark, and he saw them toiling in rowing, for the wind was contrary to them. Okay, this next sentence from Mark. But I think I have to put that sentence from John first. So when they had rowed about 5 and 20 or 30 furlongs, I'll wait there. No, because the next thing is Jesus is walking. But in Mark it says, he, Jesus, saw them toiling and rowing, for the wind was contrary to them. Then I can say, in about the 4th watch of the night, from both Matthew and Mark, 4th watch of the night. Then I'll add from John, when they had rowed about 5 and 20 or 30 furlongs, then they see Jesus. Yeah, so this last sentence from Mark, and he saw them toiling in rowing. Now, for the wind was contrary to them. And Matthew, for the wind was contrary. So the beginning is Matthew and Mark. But to them is only Mark. Matthew, and in the 4th watch of the night. Mark also, and about the 4th watch of the night. John, so when they had rowed about 5 and 20 furlongs. So Matthew and Mark have a time, John has a distance. I think I should put the time first. In the 4th watch of the night, then just before I say Jesus went to them, and before he comes to them, I'll put when they had rowed about this distance, then Jesus came to them. The so when they had rowed, I think that so should be at the beginning when the time is mentioned, instead of and about the 4th watch of the night. So that the and can be combining the time and the distance together. So it'll be so in the 4th watch of the night. And when they had rowed about 5 and 20 furlongs, then Jesus goes out to them. So I'll begin with so from John. About the 4th watch of the night. In the 4th watch or about the 4th watch? The 4th watch, there it is underlined and explained as 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. Same as Mark. About is a general amount of time, which the 4th watch of the night is already general. But I guess they're not being exact, they're guessing. I'll put about. Yeah, just to be safe. About. Now, the 4th watch of the night, that's the same for both. I'll put the and from the beginning of Matthew and Mark, but finishing with John, when they had rowed. Rowed. about 5 and 20 or 30 furlongs